Well, welcome back to another installment of the beer video where I'm going to try to promise you that we're not going to make any submersive vehicle jokes, right? Right.
Hmm.
Uh,
I feel like, all the jokes that could have been possibly made were made in the past week. And may I say, I appreciate that, like, everyone from, like, the weird libertarians I do jujitsu with to the extreme lefties who are my friends on Twitter, everyone came together to mock billionaires being turned into hot dogs. It's the great unifier. Love it.
Motherfucking idiots. I mean, I feel bad for the kid, because I know that
Yeah,
he didn't want to go and he was just going to please his dad, which is I don't we don't have enough beer videos to unravel that one. So I feel bad for him.
right. That's legitimately part of it. It's like, and I mean, who among us did not make a bad decision and they were 19, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're trying to please your emotionally distant, I assume, and very rich father. That part's a bummer. The rest of them can get fucked.
Yeah, they did. They got fucked.
Sure did.
They
Sure did.
got fucked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, uh, use your money for better things. Um, don't be hubris. Just don't. Let's dial back on the hubris, and you know,
Yes, I know the gods punish arrogance, but have you considered I'm built different?
I also love just the complete, utter, almost disdain for safety. When they went into this thing, where it's like that one. I don't know if it was the Hamish guy, or whoever the fuck said it, and they're like, "Oh well, then don't even get up in the morning." Like, there's a big fucking difference. Yes, there are risks every time you get out of bed in the morning, but most of them aren't going into like
Right.
something the size of I don't know, like a tube of toothpaste built with what carbon material that I watched a video on this, and apparently it's the worst type of material that you could possibly use if you're going to be crushed by thousands and thousands of tons of force from the ocean. If you're
Yeah.
just going to
I,
laugh off safety, then whatever.
I don't know anything about submarines, but I
Yeah.
have a few who, are uh, they enjoy bike racing. And carbon fiber bikes are not super uncommon on the bike racing circuit. So, like, just from that, like, I know that, like, carbon fiber as a material has some things to recommend it. It's very light, for example,
Mhm.
um, which is good for, say you're racing a bike and you don't like want it to weigh that much. Obviously, you
Yeah.
can go. But, like, the thing is, if it gets dinged even a little, it's completely not repairable. That will fuck your whole structure.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, carbon fiber bikes, like, are good for, racing on racetracks and not really a whole lot else. Because
Yeah.
they're, yeah, because, like I just said, like, you get like a pebble making a dent in your frame and you're fucked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I misrepresented that. All the bike hobbyists can scream in the comments at me, I suppose.
Um, yeah. Just light us up in the comments. We already said we don't know what we're talking about, so relax.
Yes.
Well, speaking of containers that do work, it's the beer video, as we have already said. And I have a beer this week that I've been eyeballing for a little while. Not even necessarily as a beer. Holy shit! I think I just malfunctioned. Not necessarily just as a beer
You
video.
smell burnt toast.
What's wrong?
Are you having a stroke? Do you smell burnt toast?
I don't, thank Christ. No, I think I'm okay. I think it was just a small malfunction. I got a molecule of water in my brain. Um,
Oh,
but
right on.
I've been looking at this beer and I decided, what the fuck? Let's do it as a beer, video beer. I bought this beer at 9:15 in the morning on Friday. It's
Oh, yeah.
blue. Yeah. Yeah.
I,
It,
we discussed this. Yes.
yeah, we did. Yeah. It's Blue Point Banana Foster's French Toasted Double Brown Ale. Uh,
Fuck up.
Brewed in collaboration with Maureen's Kitchen. And there is Okay, I thought that there was some words about Maureen's Kitchen on the back, but if there's just a little cow, here, I'll show you the can. That's the can. It's sweating a little bit because it's warm in my office.
That's cute.
And there's the little cow. There you
Oh,
go.
oh wow, that's a strong one. I saw a 9% on there.
It is a 9%er. Yeah. I thought this was a stout originally, but okay. Double brown ale with maple
Okay.
syrup, banana, cinnamon, and natural flavors. 9% alcohol. I did say the brew, yeah, Blue Point.
Yeah.
They even have their coordinates on here if you really want to track them down. And to for flash blast from the past, we're bringing out our House Stark glass. There we go.
Winter.
Winter is not coming.
Well, eventually. I live in Minnesota, so like it's always in the back of our minds.
It's true. It could be winter there any second now.
Yep.
So you have the Taylor Swift people this week, right? I had them last week. You have them this week?
Um, you know, my one gripe is that I forgot she was doing a concert Friday as well as tonight.
Yeah.
And my commute home was, I was like, why are there all these college girls on here wearing like glitter dresses? Oh no. But apparently, every like it's obviously not my thing,
Yeah.
but apparently everyone who went had a good time, and
Yeah.
Metro Transit actually, like, there was some, I think I mentioned this. There was some controversy over them not running extra service, but apparently they pulled it together and did, and
Yeah.
everyone had a really good time. And someone on Minneapolis Twitter pointed out that, like, yeah, so now all these like suburban girls and girls from like outstate are going to go home to their dads who like have been fed nothing but a steady drip of Fox News shit about how scary Minneapolis is, and they're going to be like, yeah, I had a really nice time
Yeah.
like in Minneapolis. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's rad, actually, like that, you
It
know?
won't change their minds. Yeah, when she was here last week, she was here 2 days, same thing, Friday, Saturday. And like the reports after were like minimal trash left behind. And like there was a story here several years ago where one of the country music dickheads played at the football stadium. And I'll have to send you pictures of this, Helen. You should, the parking lot looked like just a landfill exploded.
Oh shit. So I don't know if you're familiar with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
Okay. Jesus, one of my jujitsu guys shared a list of types of Morgan Wallen fan that I am going to have to send you. Um Not to be all like let me talk about this internet meme like it on a Zoom call.
Like I
But
like movies. But hey,
well,
look, the beer. Well, let me get to this beer real quickly before, because I'm losing head here.
yes. Oh no. Oh
That's
no.
the head. It's nice and it's almost looks like a Coca-Cola. It's the kind of got that like caramelish color. Um, wow, that smells fantastic. Just smells like cinnamon. Which for a bananas Foster I would expect. So let's fucking taste it. Um, weird.
Weird, eh?
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of flavor. But I am also notorious for my first taste of beer, of a new beer. It's sometimes not registering. I'll say this, I'll take another sip. I'll say this. Nice mouthfeel, minimal bitterness. For what is it, a double brown ale? Yeah, I mean, oh wait, I just got some heat here. Not like jalapeno heat, but like whenever you have a liquor and it kind of heats up your chest. That just happened. Not unpleasant. Um, Let me try it again. The it's subtle. It's not, this is not an overwhelming like a Bananas Foster's French toasted double brown ale. I was expecting this to be a little bit more dessert beer-ish from a taste standpoint. I was expecting like, to be attacked. And I'm not being attacked. Like it's very subtle. When I speak, I'm getting some of the cinnamon, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like that's what's giving me kind of some of the taste. Um just flat out just having it in my mouth and on my tongue, not getting a lot of the flavor. And I don't want that to come off necessarily as negative because it's a very tasty beer. I like the taste of it. I expected a little bit more from that, or my taste buds are broken. I mean, I'm old, so I mean it could be that. But but it's very nice. It's a smooth beer. Um it's like I said, the bitterness is minimal. So if you're kind of one of those people that gets a little wary about dark beers because you don't want something too bitter, wouldn't worry about that. You don't really have it with this one. Again, the sweetness is not overwhelming. Um, I guess I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to taste more of it. I didn't want it to go overboard again to like that dessert beer area, but I guess I wanted it. I wanted a little bit more from it. Now I will also, and maybe we'll do this after you have yours. It's not that cold, the beer. Like I took it out of the refrigerator a little bit ago. So it could be as it warms up, maybe a little bit more of the flavor gets unlocked. So I like it. It's a nice tasting beer. I will finish it. I guess I was just expecting a little more, but don't let that deter you from giving it a shot. Yes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. We do a shirt interlude, I suppose. You first.
Oh yeah, you'll like this one. This is Krigsgrav, who I we talked about them this week. So this is from their last record, The Carrion Fields. Weird, the logo's at the bottom and the design's kind of at the top. Chris Graff has a new record out that just came out Friday. I am not here as a person to promote. I'm just talking to you as a fan. But they have a new album called Fires in the Fall that just came out Friday. Fucking fantastic album. My opinion, album of the year material. I'm not saying it is, but if I had to do a list today, it's in that top five for pretty much certain. It's good emotional dramatic black metal, kind of cut with some doom. I fucking love it. It's on Wise Blood Records. I like most of the stuff Wise Blood puts out anyway, but I think this is, from all the stuff they put out, I think this is my favorite thing they have ever put out, and they've got a good catalog. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the full
IG, what's that?
I haven't listened to the whole record yet, but yeah, I was really happy with what I did listen to. And as you know, I always appreciate your recommendations. So I am looking forward to seeing whatever you have for your top 40. I have a shirt, but I would like to point out the chest harness I am wearing.
Yes.
I went a little Halford today, because I was going to go see a special showing of The Crow. Um, so I live a little bit away from a micro cinema, they call themselves,
Oh,
this house cinema. Um, and they do like themed months, and this month is all about revenge. So I also saw Lady Snowblood a few weeks ago, and they're doing like a few other movies as well. But yeah, like seeing The Crow, I was like, okay, well I have to, get really goth about it. So, hence my dark lipstick and eye makeup and my black dress.
it's
And
great. It's great, by the way. It's
thank
great.
you.
I was gonna say that as soon as you got on, but I figured we were gonna talk about this, so I was like, we'll just wait.
Yeah, this chest harness is made by a leather worker in Chicago called Emma Alamo. All of her stuff is really great. And it is a little on the pricier end, but it's like handmade leather work. So, you get what you pay for. So
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
think she was running a sale for her birthday. So it was very reasonable. And I don't know, it looks really cool. And I think maybe it stopped people from like talking to me on the bus, which is always a bonus.
Another bonus, yeah. I went to see Asteroid City today, and I dressed like I was born in the 1940s.
Hell yeah.
So I just wore like black exercise pants and some sort of metal shirt. I don't even remember which one. I don't know. My brain's not working.
I feel like I've seen you in sweatpants more than like much more than I've seen you in like actual pants, and
Yeah.
I appreciate like
I
I appreciate the commitment to leisure. Like that's great.
if I don't have to wear like regular pants for the rest of the year, I'm fine with it. I will wear, yeah. I'm wearing a pair of shorts right now that I got from there's this place that does like Pittsburgh like related apparel called Steel City. I just bought these sweatpants shorts. You probably can't see them, but they're just black sweatpants shorts. They're nice and roomy. They've got the Steel City logo. Fuck yeah. I've been wearing them for like 3 weeks. So I
Uh,
need to take them off.
I
Not even-
was I've been compulsively buying new shorts all week. It's mostly for jujitsu stuff. Like every time I hit purchase, I heard the narrator from Bloodsport in my head, like my own modified version of one of his speeches. Like the martial science is about buying increasingly hideous little pairs of shorts that you can practice in. Now I've got like a dozen of those, so I guess I'm good.
yeah.
Anyway, I have a beer as well. I guess that's a beer poured into IKEA's finest glass that has some smudges from the hard water in our building.
Yeah,
Just
mine
ignore.
has some of that too. So I just whatever.
This is from the Oops All Sours wall at the store that I keep forgetting the name of, but I just remember now it's called the Liquor Exchange because there's a sticker. Look,
Look at that. I
got a
love it.
sticker cat with a flower crown and a mustache, and it says "Enjoy at home" because they're like right next to a restaurant, so they want to discourage people from like
Um,
buying a beer and trying to drink it in there.
I thought they
I
were more discouraging, like, please don't drink this here. Please,
assume
please drink this somewhere else. We
that
don't want to deal with you.
that too. I assume
Yeah.
is from Youngblood Beer,
Oh,
Madison, Wisconsin, which is where my dear friend Brooke is from. Hello, Brooke. I don't know if you're watching.
you
Uh,
fucking better be.
I'll send her this and shame her into watching it.
Yeah.
I'll
Come on,
say,
Brooke.
um, yeah, I have had I think like some kind of dessert stout from them, which I liked a fair bit. So I'm excited to try this. This is a sour, which honestly I bought because of the name. It's called Captain Shimmy Shoulders. Cute. So it's a sour with tangerine, guanabana, passion fruit, and lactose.
Oh,
Guess the secondary reason I bought this is because there's a Cuban restaurant like a few blocks from my house, which has guanabana mimosas, and they're fantastic. So I'm like,
oh.
put guanabana in my face, please. All right, let's crack it open. I've been having trouble opening beers lately because I trimmed my nails
Oh
very short.
God, yeah. It's hard
I
getting rid of that tab.
I have to do that for jujitsu because once I didn't, and my nail snapped off on someone's gi, and that was very gross for both of us.
Yeah. I mean, at least you didn't put it in somebody's eyeball. That would have been worse, I think.
Yeah, I have been scratched by people who did not trim their nails. Actually, there was a girl who started recently, and I don't think she knew about the nail rule, and she had full on like acrylic claws,
Ooh.
and like the whole time I was practicing with her, it was just like, please keep those away from my corneas.
Yeah.
Okay, no head on this one. I am able to fit it all in this glass, which
That's a
I
nice
guess,
pour.
thank you. I do my best. I don't think I'm that great at this. I think it's just not very foamy.
Yeah.
A nice fruit juice color, I would say.
It does look fruit juicy.
Hmm. Bit of a cloying smell. So let's see. Hmm. I was really worried this was going to be too sweet, but actually, I think the I think they've got a nice the selection of fruits in here. Tangerine, guanabana, and passion fruit are all a little tart. So it's got this nice tartness that kind of like balances out the lactose here. It is still like I find most sours to be a bit much
Yeah.
in the that like I feel like I could drink one of these and be happy with it, but like two, I could not. So
That would
this
be a
is,
lot to ask. Yeah.
yeah, this is a very nice beer, but it is very bold in its flavor. So I feel like if I was going to drink another beer after this, it would be something quite a bit milder. I would not want to drink two of these in a row.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm gonna try more.
Just fucking shotgun it. No, don't.
Yeah, this is really good. My one complaint is that like as with a few beers I've had with lactose in them, it's got kind of this weird tongue coating feeling, which I don't
Oh yeah.
find
Yeah.
super. Like the flavor is nice. Like it kind of adds just a hint of sweetness that balances out like the tartness of the citrus and guanabana and passion fruit. But yeah, it's just like like I feel like I need to like brush my teeth after this. But yeah,
That's
this
for the teeth brushing video. That's on after this, by the way. Everybody stay tuned. The toothbrushing video is on after this. It's
yeah,
not
it's gonna
us,
be
it's different people.
gross with it, real gross.
Yeah. They drink orange juice and then they brush their teeth. Or no, vice versa. God, that was stupid.
Yeah,
Eh.
the unintended mixer with this is I ate a whole lot of garlic naan and Tibetan dumplings like right before I went and saw The Crow, so I'm burping that up right now. But you
Yeah.
know, actually, if I was going to choose a beer to complement those things, it would be that this one would be pretty good for that. I
Yeah.
would.
I just thought of this because you went to the Crow. I'm assuming you didn't get previews, right?
Actually, no, not for like current movies, but the Trilon has previews for their film series. And thank you for reminding me because they have one for a Japanese samurai B movie director, and my sword teacher friend would probably want to see some of those. So I need to send that to him.
That's worth it.
Yeah, as a follow up to my last text to him, which was update 20 years later, The Crow fucking rocks.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I saw it multiple times in the theater when it came out, and I've seen it a few times since then, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's really good, I think. Like it's one of those action movies that's just corny enough to be fun, but
Yeah.
like not so corny. Like it takes itself just seriously enough.
Yeah.
Like it's painfully self-serious, but it's not like like I think a problem with a lot of movies I see these days is that they like get too self-conscious about being ridiculous and they get like super quippy about it.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a little annoying. Like pretty much a lot of the Marvel movies are like that.
Yeah.
Like shut up, you're not that smart.
I always
But
felt The Crow just fit perfectly in the 90s, right where it was at. Like that was, I don't know. I mean, obviously, because it was made then, but like, if it was made in a vacuum and it's like, we need to place this somewhere, they put it right in the right spot, I think.
yeah, yeah. And I appreciate the lead teenage girl here character has basically your haircut, Brian.
Yeah, that's why I base mine off.
Oh, good. Yeah, I guess I should stop being a bitch and calling it the Phil Anselmo cut.
Yes, you should. God damn it. I only asked you about previews because I'm not kidding when I say this. We got 25 minutes of previews before this fucking movie started. Because it was supposed to start at 4:05 and shit didn't the actual opening, whoever made the movie, like their movie house little credit things, didn't start till 4:30, and I was mad. And none of the movies that they previewed looked good at all.
Some of the previews I get before movies I watch, I'm like, how did you decide that the target audience overlapped? I'm not understanding.
No.
Like, I think
They showed a trailer for the new Mission Impossible movie, okay?
I'm
And
sure it's fine.
well, here's a few things. I had a couple thoughts on this. Number one, shouldn't these movies be called Mission Possible? Because he fucking accomplishes the mission every goddamn time. And he's gonna do it again this time. It should be Mission Possible. These are possible missions because he always makes it work. Okay, that's point one. Two, Tom Cruise finally looks old. Three, this is part one of who knows how many parts. And whenever it came up part one, I didn't mean to do this, but it showed part one, and I actually said out loud, part one.
Huh.
And yeah, Jesus Christ.
You remember when Kill Bill was in theaters? I don't think a lot of people understood that that was part one.
Um, because it wasn't actually because it was just called Kill Bill. Like it wasn't called part one, right?
Right. I think that was the subtitle in the opening credits, but I
Was it?
don't
Yeah,
remember missing it.
I can't remember. But also with Tarantino, he fucks around a lot. So he could call something part one and it's not, it's just his way of fucking with you. But yeah, I think I knew going into that movie that there was going to be a second. I don't know if I read it or something like that. So I was aware of it, but yeah, Kill Bill. Oh, it was also speaking of Tarantino, there's a there was just an Elvis movie out, right? Is my brain sick? Wasn't there an Elvis movie out like last year or the year before?
Yes. And actually, the lead actor in that, this is of interest to me, possibly not you. The lead actor in that, Austin Butler, is playing Phaedra Alpha Harkonnen in Dune 2.
Well, why wouldn't it be of interest to me? I loved it. I
I'm
actually
not,
didn't realize he was in it. No, I didn't
look,
know. I
I
had
don't
no idea.
love Dune as much as I love Dune.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, they're making a movie about Priscilla Presley, just called Priscilla. And the first 5 seconds of the trailer, I don't remember who plays Priscilla. It's a close up of her walking barefoot. And I nudged Christina and I was like, I didn't realize Quentin Tarantino had a new movie.
Oh, I think that one's Sofia Coppola,
It
actually.
is. I was kidding. Like I was just
Oh, no, I was
like,
remembering.
isn't this a Tarantino trope? Yeah, I don't know. And the other thing is the song that they're playing in the trailer is not an Elvis song, which anyway, yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of problems with these previews.
Popular opinion is I've never liked anything by Sofia Coppola, and I feel like uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, it all looks very nice, but I feel like a lot of it is her begging me to pity her as like a rich lady,
Yeah.
and like fucking, I'm sorry your dad has money and you have conflicted feelings about it. I do not care.
Yeah.
Ugh. And like I guess okay. I guess the last movie of hers I seriously tried to engage with, granted this is ages ago, was Lost in Translation, and it was like I kind of get what you're going for, but Jesus Christ, like I thought we were kind of past making jokes about how Japanese people switch the L's and R's when they speak English. Like
Apparently not. Yeah,
fuck,
apparently not.
for a supposedly highbrow movie, it's like why do we have like the fucking long duck dong level jokes? Like Jesus Christ. Like I don't know. I thought supposedly this is it was some comment about how like Americans are kind of ignorant, but it's like it really feels like it's kind of like nudging me to laugh at this. It's just like no, like no, you fucking like wealthy weirdo freak. Like I don't think Japanese people talk
No. They just yeah, I know. Ugh. Look, it's been the beer video. It's been movie. We've had movie talk. We've had submersive talk. We talked about harnesses. We talked about beer. I'm gonna go before we say something. Oh, actually, we have to end this video before we start having computer problems because we have not had one yet.
Yes.
I can't think of something to say to end this. God, go listen to Kriegsgrab
Yes.
now.